Trump 43, Clinton 41 within a margin of error. These are the two latest polls, and I'm surprised. With us now here in New York City, Eric Bolling and Geraldo Rivera. What say you, Rivera?
I'm surprised, but they are outliers. They're not mainstream polls. A
lot of folks, though.
The sampling changed, the methodology and all the rest of it. It may not represent what's really going on. I still think the real clear average of polls is the way to go. You have to average to weed out the mathematical discrepancies.
About
and
six.
It's Hillary plus 6.
Yeah.
But I think that in some ways it's like when we were kids and taking castor oil. The voters for Hillary, even though she is preferred right now, they're going like this.
There's not a lot.
Not a lot of enthusiasm.
No.
Trump has a lot of enthusiasm, smaller base.
I'd like to also point out that when you have a poll that has one candidate leading by 6 and a margin of error of 4, that's within the margin of error. So you do the same to both sides. I think any other election, Hillary Clinton would have thrown the towel in by now because of the WikiLeaks and the Project Veritas videos. I mean, this is damning stuff. When the DNC is hiring thugs to create problems in events,
it may be damning to you and the people who are watching The Factor right now. But to most people, they don't have any idea. The media doesn't cover this to any great extent.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. What the media has done has been so biased in favor of her. They'll talk about everything Trump does instead of these issues. These issues would disqualify Hillary Clinton in any other year.
He disqualified himself when the Access Hollywood tape came out, even though it was 11 years old. That is an issue that everybody grasped. That lost him the women's vote, and that's where the war will be.
Do you think that's more important than exposing quid pro quos with the Clinton Foundation?
Are you talking about under God or in some cosmic sense?
I'm talking about the American people looking at who do I want to run the country for the next 4 years? Someone who's lied to women vote. Someone who's said some nasty things.
I don't believe that Hillary Clinton, is very popular among even people in her own party. She just doesn't. It's not Barack Obama.
She's only more popular than one person, the person she's running against.
If that's so, the further away you get from the Access Hollywood stuff, the further away you get from the salacious business, the more that wears down.
I agree.
Okay, so you got 2 weeks left essentially in this race.
She's running out the clock to a certain extent.
Do you think she can?
It depends on how many more, the bimbo eruptions, to use the phrase
against
yesterday.
Bill Clinton. Nobody paid attention to it.
They're paying enough attention to keep the undercurrent that Donald Trump is a predator. I think that if you keep that buzz, obviously, it's like a toothache. It's very difficult to
The Fox
ignore.
News poll asked not that question, but essentially, and half the country says doesn't care. Do you think that within 2 weeks, this race can change so that Hillary Clinton is behind when we go to vote?
Of course it can change.
What do you mean?
Well, first of all, Donald Trump earlier today had a rally where he outlined some great ideas. If he sticks to the ideas, he talked about a national
So you don't think the perceptions now are in stone?
Bill, you just said it yourself. It's the American public has an attention span and a memory of about 5 minutes, let alone 5 days or 18 days left in the race. Anything can happen. I'm not saying that the polls are going to flip. I'm saying there's a lot of things that are going to happen between now and then.
And then we're going to have more WikiLeaks stuff, too.
They decide to vote for Trump, even though they won't say they will.
As long as we all agree this would be the biggest political comeback in the history of the planet.
According to what?
If it happens.
Well,
this was bigger than Truman Dewey. This is the hugest. If he were to come back, it would be to come out of nowhere.